Hi there, this is Dr. Wendy Coughlin, and I'm returning to talk about the sequel, Step 2. Having been restored to sanity, we continue to manage and improve our lives. That's not actually the technical languaging of Step 2S, but you don't need to know that. You need to know conceptually. Oh, I forgot to mention, I do have a PhD in psychology as well as several decades in long-term recovery. So I speak from personal experience. So what am I talking about, being restored to sanity? Sanity implies that we see the world like everyone else does. Sanity implies that we have the ability to predict our own behavior. And isn't that a real blessing when you're in recovery? I know for me, when I was in the disease process, I couldn't tell you what I was going to do, say, or feel in 10 minutes. Now I plan ahead, and so can you. I think it's good to begin Step 2S by taking an inventory of sorts. Look at what God has given you, what He has taken from you, and what you have left. Or if you don't believe in a deity, look at what you've lost, look at what you got left. Look at what you'd like to have. That's what I'm talking about in the sequel steps. Where would you like this wonderful journey of recovery to take you? You know, often it's very traumatic as we come to in recovery and we look back and we see what we've done. And that's why we work those original 12 steps so that we can overcome the past. And then sometimes it's nice to just kind of tread water for a little while and just kind of stay put. As a friend of mine used to say, she was resting. Getting into recovery is hard work, and sometimes we deserve to take a little bit of a rest and not constantly be pushing forward. Actually, if you think about it, addictive disorders are obsessive compulsive disorders, and if we're constantly doing or thinking something, we're still sort of in the disease process. So we want to modify. We want to be moderate as we move forward. We want to take an inventory of the things we have and maybe develop a wish list or a treasure map, where we want to go, what we'd like to have in our life, and then begin looking at what you need to add to what you have right now to be fully ready. If you're going back to school, as I did, there may be a lot of catching up that needs to be done. If, as so many of us, you've suffered some pretty significant physical debilitation during the course of your disease, you may want to wait a little bit longer until you're fully restored. I've seen research which says those of us who have substance use disorders, it takes at least 3 years before we reach a homeostasis, before our bodies recover from the damage that we've done to it. And even if you're in a behavioral addiction, it may take 2 or 3 years before you reestablish kind of a normal routine and you're not constantly off to the track or buying things or compulsively reading or whatever it might be. So if you've got that 2 or 3 years under your belt, kind of survey how your day-to-day plans are going, how your activities are going, if you like your rituals, if you like your friends, if you like what's in your refrigerator or what your meal plans are, and then do some tweaking and get ready, and then begin imagining what it is you would like to have, where you would like to go. You know, as you've got feet in your shoes, you can go anywhere you choose. So think about it. Work with somebody, family, friends, a sequel sponsor, get some feedback, see what they think, and hopefully they will take on that positive attitude of, you can do it. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Little Engine That Could is one of my favorite childhood books. And, you know, if you just believe it, you're likely to see it. So get started, start envisioning, start dreaming, and start imagining. And whatever you do, don't forget, Kismet. Keep it simple and make it fun. Thanks for now.